Hello, my name is Dale Mercer, and I'm the President of Innovation and Technology here at iSystemize International. I want to welcome you to this very special video as we launch iSystemize Cloud. This is the newest innovation from iSystemize, and it's something which really makes your systems readily accessible to your staff. This is kind of like the desktop version on steroids, if you will. So whether you're a client of iSystemize or you're looking to become a client of ours, this is going to give you an in-depth look at what iSystemize Cloud is all about and how it will be used within your business. Because that's the main thing. It's all good and well having software, but we want to make sure that it serves you well so you can start enjoying the benefits of a turnkey systemized business. So the first thing we're going to do is go into a PowerPoint presentation of a couple of features, and then I'm going to give you an in-depth look inside the cloud. So first of all, this is the online version of the software. We've got iSystemize Desktop, which is very suitable for many of our clients, but now this is the online version, which can be accessed from anywhere. So as long as the staff can access it from home, from work, via iPhone, then they can get the training they need to get, so they're not bothering you, but rather logging into the systems and getting their training from there. The difference with iSystemize Cloud to Desktop is you can actually add staff members to the system. And the reason you want to do that is so you can track them and see how they're going, are they doing it, are they using it, and this is really, really important. High security is something we haven't taken for granted at iSystemize. We have both technical and physical security on all our data centers, and all data is encrypted. As a matter of fact, the same data centers we use, the US government are using, many of our major banks are using. So this is something that we really wanted to make sure that our clients' data is very, very safe. Employer has more control, so you have more control, and as we go into the cloud and I show you, you'll see how this is the case. The tracking of progress. You want to make sure that if your staff are asking you questions on how to do a certain process and they say they've watched the video on how to do a certain process within your business, then you'll be able to know. You'll be able to go and have a look at the tracking and make sure they're actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. We have multiple data centers globally. We have 4 in fact, which we can move that data around, keep multiple copies. And the reason we want to do that is because in case of natural disasters or anything like that, all your data is completely safe. We can move that around and have multiple copies of it. And also, if you're a franchise or a distributor, then having online video systems is very, very powerful. The reason being is that as you attract more distributors or more franchisees, and you can give them access to a library of video systems, this makes your business much more valuable. It makes it more valuable because they don't have a text-based manual which they have to try and figure out. They don't have to call you and ask you all these silly questions that they might feel a bit inadequate in doing, but rather they can log into your cloud and they can see the training and see the things that they need to do to be successful within your company. And one most important thing is we use it. So we are actually using this for all our team. We use this for all our consultants around Australia and overseas. The exact same cloud I'm going to show you, we use it because we think, well, we want to make sure that's something that we can use. And if we like using it and benefiting from it, then we know that our clients will feel the same. Now, as far as information on the cloud, the address is a dynamic address based on your company. So you're going to have this sort of secured login, your company name, .isystemize.biz. We host it on our servers because we can ensure the security behind it. There are 2 different views. In other words, when a staff log in to see the cloud, they won't see all your information and all your workings. They only see what applies to them. And then when you log in, you see all the information that applies to you. So I'll show you a demonstration of that as we move into it. You can also add PDF documents, which is important because not everything can be a video system. Some things do have to be documents. And also you can add multiple video formats to the cloud, and we encode them to make sure that it streams very, very easily to both online into a browser and also to an iPhone. So the files are uploaded to the cloud server and then they're processed for optimized viewing. Okay, so let's get into a live demonstration so you can see what this looks like. Now we're going to go to a site here, and we're going to use this as a demo site, if you will. Now we're on the cloud here. As you see, we're DigiCert credited. Now, DigiCert provides the security behind and a security certificate to ensure that we're safe. DigiCert are used by Microsoft, BMW, Sony, LG, just to name a few, and they're a very reputable company. Now, as we log in here, we've got you got username and passwords for both you, and then you'll issue usernames and passwords for your team. So let's just log in, and we'll get a login as if we are a business owner, and so you'll get a view of this, of what it will look like. You put admin and password. This is all encrypted like a bank website would be. And when you come in here, now you have to realize that all this may look complex when you first look at it, but I'm going to show you that throughout every page you have a video just like the one you're watching right now to show you how to do something. So if you ever forget how to upload a file or how to set up staff, you just simply watch a little 2-minute video and it shows you exactly what to do. In this area here is one main video which will give you an overview of the site and on how to use it, and then there's little individual videos throughout. So let's go to company setup first, and this is the first area where you'll go when you get the cloud. And this area here, when you first log in, is actually all red tabs. Now they're all green now, but they're all red tabs, and the reason they're red and these a couple are orange is that it shows you as you update certain areas, they actually go from red to green. So that ensures that you actually have you've done the right thing. If you ever forget how to do something, you simply click on this help video, and the help video will load, because as we know, we're a video-based company. Setting up your account, and this video plays and it shows you how to set up this certain section. So you'll never be left in the dark. Very, very simple. So here is where you add your company name, and this is very straightforward. And then the email address, you add an email address, and this is your email address in which the staff will communicate to you throughout the cloud. The time zone, so we want to have the time zone here because we want to be able to track our staff of when they're logging in, what they're watching, etc. The logo upload is you can upload a little personalized logo like you see in the top left hand corner here. So it just personalizes the area for both this area and also the area that the staff see. The welcome email is an email which your staff will see when you add them to the system. So if you add Mary, and Mary is a cleaner within your business, this email will go out and it'll say, "Hi Mary, welcome to," and then your company name, and then the rest of the information, and they'll give them a username and password and the area to log into. So that's all done automatically as you add a new staff member to the system. And the area here is to modify the miscellaneous department. So at the moment we see the miscellaneous department is just as miscellaneous, but what some people have done is they put own. And what own is, we just click add update, and when we add own, we've used that department as an area for the business owner. So not only are you creating video-based systems for your team, but you also create video-based systems for the things that you do on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. The reason being is that when you go to sell your business, you can say, here are the video systems that control and train my team, and here are the video systems that control and train me. So that makes your business more attractive and more investor ready. So very, very important and very, very beneficial. So that's the staff setup area. Very simple. Now the next area is, sorry, the company setup. Next area is the staff setup. And it's the first step to setting. Now staff setup, we've created this kind of like a dummy account, if you will, for Mercer International Hotel. So in this area here, this will be blank when you first log in, and this is an area which has all the roles within the business. So if you're familiar with the color association used within iSystemize, you'll know that blue is operations. Then we've got the sales area, which is red, the administration area, orange, human resources, which is green, and the miscellaneous, which is grey. So what we're going to do is let's add a person. Let's add a person to this area, and then we'll be able to see how that works. Now as I do that, you'll notice, like I said before, there's all help videos here. So if you forget how to do this, simply click on this button and a help video appears, and you click on the help video, and this help video will begin to play, which will give you an overview of whatever section that you are in. So this is really, really important that you never forget what to do. There's always a video on hand. So let's just close that. So let's come back to here and let's add a person to the system. So we're going to just put Livia, and let's put Livia Barter, and then we have an email address. Now I'm just going to use one of my email addresses just for illustrative purposes. And let's say Livia Barter started within the Mercer International Hotel, and she is a restaurant waitress. So we've got Livia Barter, her email address, which can be either a company email address or it can be her personal email address, such as a Yahoo account or a Hotmail. So she's the restaurant waitress. We click on that, and then we come down to the bottom here and click Add Staff Member. And when we click on that, we've now added Livia to the system. And when we come to Edit Staff, we see that here that Livia Barter has been added. We see her email address, operations, and she's a restaurant waitress. Now, an email through that welcome email that we've had over in company setup, this welcome email has now gone out to Livia, and so we'll log into that in a moment and I'll show you what that looks like. So that's now sent an email saying welcome to the company, and it's encouraging her to log in and do her training. So let's come out of that, and in Edit Staff here we can see we can click on any of these details. Let's click on Livia again, and we can update her details. We can enable her so she can log in at the moment, but if for some reason you've got staffing problems and you need to stop them access, you can just stop them access by unticking that box. We can also add some extra details about that staff member, and then we can update that system there. So in many cases you don't have to update this area, but it's just there just in case you require that. So we can, from here, we can enable and disable our staff. We can also delete if we need to. We can update it. So if we update this one here, Steve Farmer can be called Steve Farming. Come down and we can save, and that is updated. You can see Steve Farming has been updated there. So this is a good area to be able to manage your staff. Now the next area we want to look at is all systems. Now I know I'm running through this quite quickly, but any area you don't know what to do, remember you just click on the help video, and the help video explains this section. Now this is the kind of the control tower, if you will, of your systems and how you control your systems. Now like I said, this is a site for a hotel, Mercer International Hotel, and from here you can see all your systems. So we've got roles, and the roles are the people within the business. So in a hotel you'd have a bellboy, a concierge, a desk clerk. These are some of the operational roles within this hotel. Now one additional feature we've got in the cloud version is categories. We found that our clients wanted to have categories, and what categories are, it's like a subfolder of a system. So if we click on bellboy, we notice the category comes up with reception, and concierge would come up with guest relations. Under guest relations you may have a video on baggage handling, booking a taxi, greeting guests, wearing a uniform. A concierge would also have recommended services such as restaurants, spa apartments, taxi and limo list. These are the things which a concierge may need. A desk clerk also has a category, guest relations, and the hotel computer system, perhaps how to cancel a reservation, how to boot up the software for the hotel, taking a reservation. All these are categories, so it's like a subfolder, if you will, of an actual process. And this is something which our clients wanted, and this is something that we've introduced with great benefit. Now from this area you can assign new processes to a person, and you can also unassign a process to a person. So let me give you an example of how this may work. Now say a concierge has something like the taxi and limo list is no longer updated. So what he can do is you can click unassign, and you've now taken that away. Or let's have a look at, say, a desk clerk. Desk clerk has a list of systems here that say guest relations. The repository is a list of all the systems which are in your data bank of system. Now say the guest relations, the desk clerk needed to know how to book a taxi. Well, this system can be assigned to this person, or to this process. So we have booking a taxi, we click on that, and now we see that booking a taxi has been added to the list of processes under guest relations for a desk clerk. So this enables you to unassign it. Say that the booking a taxi is no longer available or no longer required for the desk clerk. Then we can do the same thing. We can unassign it, and it takes it out there. We can also rename these too. We can actually click on one of these processes and we can rename it to something else. Maybe just call it hotel computers, and we see that gets renamed. So this whole area enables you to be able to assign and unassign processes to people. This is very, very important. As you get to learn the power of this, you'll find out that it's something which is very beneficial. And as you assign a new role to a person, the staff also get notification that a new system has been added, and you need to now log in and to be able to view that system. And of course you can track that. Now the tracking is in development. We're not far away from that now, but that will be available very, very shortly. And so you'll be able to track your staff and find out where they are as far as in their training, what they've done, and what they need help with. Now let's have an example here. Now we're going to do an example with the restaurant waitress. Let's say that in the coffee styles here, she's got how to make a short black, and we want to add a new process called how to make a flat white. A flat white being a certain type of coffee if you're not from Australia. So let's just do that now, and we do that by going to the upload file area. We come to upload file, and if you're familiar with other video sharing sites, you'll understand how this works. We want to click browse, and we look for the perfect coffee. And this is a system which I created actually. We click open, and then we click upload. And this file is uploading just like any other site would for a video sharing site. So what this is doing now, it's uploading to our server, it gets encrypted, and then we're taken to the next step. But this is everything that you should be doing in your business already. It doesn't matter what your business is. If it's done within your business on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis, you should have a system in place for it. We've got one here. The one I'm uploading now is the one that we've actually used for our director of first impressions, or our secretary, to make sure that all the coffees that she makes for our clients are exactly the same and they're consistent. We practice what we preach. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let this file upload a little bit longer. I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to come back to you in a moment, and then we'll take it to the next step and I'll show you how the rest of this works. So when your video system is uploaded, it takes you to this next page. This is the area where you name the process and then you assign it to a role within your company. So we just uploaded the video on how to make the perfect flat white. So we'll go on how to make a flat white. And the second thing we want to do is we want to assign it to a role and then a category. So if we come down into operations and we see restaurant waitress and we see coffee styles, that's the one we want. So we click on that one. Or if it's not in here, we can also create a new role, or we can create a new category as well. But for now, we'll just put restaurant waitress, coffee styles, and then we save and continue. When we save and continue, we're taken to the next page saying your process, how to make a flat white, has been saved, and then you can upload another file. Now note here it says your video may be still encoding, and that means it's just taking that big video file, which is quite large, and optimizing it for the web and for the iPhone. Now when we come back to all systems and we come to the resources here, we see that video has now been added, and when it's finished encoding, we can watch it from this section. So now we're in the All Systems area. This may take a while for it to actually show up so you can play the videos. So it's still processing. But if we come over to Operations, and then we click on the restaurant waitress, we see coffee styles, how to make a flat white coffee is now there. So let me show you how this shows up in the staff area. So let's just come out of this and log out for one moment. And we're going to go to the email address where the waitress would have received her email. So let's just log in and have a look at that, what that looks like. So we just log in and we see Mercer International Hotel and a welcome email. We click on the welcome email. It says, "Hi Olivia, welcome to Mercer International Hotel. As to begin your role within our company, we want to ensure you have the right start. You now have private access to the training website. Please log in using the details below." Now you can obviously customize this. And so we have the customer service, have the email address and the password. So we just highlight that password, copy, and then have a link to log in, and it'll take you to your site. So let's log in using this different login area. So we go to the let's do email. And then we'll put the password, we'll just paste the password in, and then click the secure login. And once again, they have security in that area. And when they log in, you'll notice that it looks like a modified version or a scaled down version of your area as the business owner. We see that the logo is in the top corner and it has this little welcome to the Mercer International Hotel. You'll notice that it says, "Hi Olivia," for the person's name, and training resources for restaurant waitress. Now in here, obviously there's not that many things here at the moment, but you'll notice that all the other departments are faded out. They only see the department which applies to them, which is operations. We click, say, coffee styles, and we see that video we just added, how to make a flat white, is now in that area. And then they can click to play on this video. Now, as they click to play on the video, this will be tracked within this area. So, and as we come down here, if they don't understand for some reason, they can actually put a question here, they can submit the question, and the question gets sent to your email address that you specified. So this is a really...
We have very high standards, and one of those
So this is, I'll just turn the volume down. You can, as you see, this is a very comprehensive system, and this is all enabling you to be able to free your time from the old written manual, and to be able to make sure that you have a system that works for you and that trains. So this has been the complete tour. Now, as you would imagine, we have, let me just stop this because this is the video we use within our business on how to make the flat white, and this is really directed towards our receptionist or our director of first impressions. So let me just pause that. And so this is this section here. Let's just log out. So I want you to take the principle of this. Now, as you've seen here, this is really directed towards a hotel, but take the principle of this as how this applies in your business. How does it apply to the roles within your business, those categories, and really use your creativity to create a systems manual so the business works without you. Now, if you have any trouble implementing any of this, then please get one of our consultants to come in and see you and get to work with you over a period of a few months. This can be one of the most powerful investments that you'll ever make in your business. So this concludes this video. If you have more information, please send us an email at customerservice@iSystemize.com or visit the main website, iSystemize.com, and please let us know about where you are at the moment. We'll give you some special offers, and we can customize a solution that will work for you. So thank you very much for watching this video. We look forward to hearing from you and working within your business.